Hey everybody, welcome back to the 21-day Mind Shift Challenge. This is day 15 and day 1 of phase 3. This is where we not only visualize and speak the changes we are looking to make, but we actually take action in the world continuously, because it is this continued action that forges your identity in the world. It's really easy to change in our mind. It can even be easy to speak things that you want to be true, but making that jump, taking that next step to behave and perform in the world as someone who imagines and speaks what they want to be is where a lot of people fall short. So it's often been said that the hardest lap you will ever ride is the lap after you make a mistake. Because again, as we touched on day 14, your mind can come in and try to ruin all of the progress that you've made. It could look for and see any evidence of you missing the mark and start to tear you back down to the level of your lower mind, of your previous identity, saying things like, see, I knew you couldn't do it. See, I told you it doesn't work that way. See, you fell again. See, you couldn't get that extra rep. It's a challenger. It's there not to antagonize you, even though it feels that way. But that part of your mind is designed to test you, because only you can answer that part of your mind back with certainty. And what this requires is knowing that you might not see results right away. But know that, again, as in day 3, your brain is going to look for results, because it wants to confirm a story back to you so you feel safe and comfortable in your new identity. So if you're imagining this new version of you in your mind, and you're speaking it into existence with this vulnerability that the highest level of trust and faith has to be there in order for you to speak it. If you're doing that, your brain is going to look in the world for evidence to see if it's true. And in the beginning, it might not see evidence of it yet, because we haven't built enough momentum through action in the world to create an external shift in your experience or in your program. Don't let your mind convince you that you're not it when it doesn't see evidence of it up front. So this lesson is to tell you to keep going, keep forging forward. Don't stop this process. Revisit all the days if you have to. Don't let that part of your mind prove itself right by you agreeing with it. You're the only one that can prove it right. It's there by design so that you can say, no, challenge this. No, it doesn't matter if I don't see results yet. I know what I'm doing. I know who I am. I know what I came to do, and I know what I'm capable of. If you can really come from that place, regardless as to the evidence that you see, we don't get to necessarily choose when the outside world shifts to match the work that we've done. We just have to keep doing the work long enough to line up with that opportunity when it does come, and it will come. So when that part of your mind comes in, use what we have taught. Be aware of it. Don't identify with it. Accept that it is a part of you that's designed to actually create evolution forward. It just feels like it's there to pull you down. Don't believe it. Keep moving forward. Keep your progress. Keep reaffirming back to yourself and reframing who you are, why you are here, and what you came to do. And go out there and crush today. See you on the next one. Hey everybody, welcome back to the 21-day Mind Shift Challenge. Day 16, we're getting close to the end, and we've really learned a lot about how our mind works, how it unconsciously can sabotage us from reaching our highest potential, our goals. Today is a really powerful lesson. It's building on all of our other days, but we like to call this one crash recovery. Nobody likes to crash. Nobody likes to make mistakes. Nobody likes to be someone who didn't perform up to their standard or feels that they let someone in their life down because they didn't rise to the occasion. There's so many different levels inside of this motocross world to hold yourself accountable for that it can be easy for any miscue to be deemed or labeled a failure. And that's a very heavy and powerful word that most people have attached their sense of self to. Most people are afraid to even try because they are afraid to fail. And so what I want to do here is a reframe on this word specifically. I know we talked about reframing before, but this is a very specific word that I want to cover today. There is no such thing as failure if we continue to move forward. When I think about any champion at any level of this sport, when they win a championship, I promise you that they don't get up on the podium and talk about how mad they are at all the times that they fell doing the no clutch drill. No one does that because they are aware at that level that all of the hiccups, all of what could have been deemed a failure, through repetition leads you to what it is that you want. So don't be afraid to fail. There's no such thing as failure. The only thing that we want to make sure of is that we don't let this imaginary word called failure prevent us from moving forward. That's the only way you actually can fail, is to stop. If you keep going and you keep using the tools and techniques that we talk about in this challenge, you will see a result. You will be someone who performs at a higher level, provided you continue to give yourself permission to keep going and you don't allow the idea of fear to creep in to prevent you from moving forward. Hey everybody, welcome back to the 21-day Mind Shift Challenge. Again, thank you so much for being here. We are almost at the end of this thing. I would love to hear in the comments how you are finding this experience for yourself. If anything powerful has happened, if you feel any different, if there was a hiccup, where do you feel that it was? What day do you feel like you lost track, or what day do you feel like you really took off and started to see and feel that a new life or a new outcome was possible for you? Let me know in the comments below. All right, day 17 is one that is very, very close to my heart. It's because it incorporates all aspects of the challenge so far, and everything that I wasn't doing back in the day that I am now implementing in my life at the level that I am at, and it's where I am noticing the greatest results being shown back to me. So we said before that you have to imagine who and what you want to be, what you want to do. You have to have a powerful why so that you can continue to charge that imagination with the highest level of thinking possible. You have to speak what you want into existence, not from the position of someone who is trying, but from the position of someone who is doing. And then you have to take action from that place with a plan. And that is what leads me here to this day's lesson. Having a plan and enjoying the process of the plan that is in place is the key to success. It's the key to every victory. It's the key to every improvement in your life. So the reason this is personal to me is because before in my life, I was someone who didn't think very highly of myself. I needed results from motocross racing in my life to give me value. It gave me a purpose. I assigned motocross a job. It was there to help me feel a way I didn't feel about myself. And I used motocross over and over and over again to get me that. But here's the caveat here. From the position of not feeling good about myself or having a strong identity, I was not taking action in the world. I was not someone who had a process that I was following to become that person. I was just somebody who needed instant results to fill the void that I felt in my heart, in my life. So I would forego the process and show up raging bat out of hell to get a result, and I would wind up getting hurt often. Or I would worse, this is worse, I would wind up getting what I wanted, winning a race, winning a championship, and it would feel phenomenally empty. So whether I would forego the process and I wasn't prepared and I'd get hurt, or I got what I wanted, I found out that it was empty. So it was empty either way. And that was because I wasn't somebody who cared about the process and my why and my who. I was someone who only cared about the result and giving that result a job to make me feel better. So what you might be understanding through this challenge is you're not really here to get a result. You're not really here to perform at a higher level for X, Y, or Z reason. You are here to know yourself and to become a person who by default accepts nothing less than and operates at the highest level because it's who you are, not because it's going to magically make you something that you don't feel you are already. Using this sport or anything else in your life to try to compensate or close the gap for who you believe you are is a very dangerous proposition. So today we are focusing on the understanding of not only having a process, but being present in the process and repeating it every single day so that it becomes second nature to you. No matter what is happening, you are going to do the process that goes along with that part of your program. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's waking up, taking your perfect amino, stretching, going on a run, do it the same every single day. Follow your program, but don't expect anything else from your program in the doing it. You could still visualize, you could still imagine, but be present in the doing. Enjoying the process will allow you to get the results ultimately. But if you are doing this to get the results and foregoing the process, it could be really hazardous to your program. So thank you for joining me on day 17. Day 18, we are going to talk about the next most powerful resource that we have, and that is other people, other riders, other racers, other programs, other teams. This is a way that we can allow ourselves to not just stay motivated and inspired, but to use this new version of us to help other people on their road to becoming their best version. See you tomorrow. Welcome back to day 18 of our 21-day mind shift challenge. When you do these challenges or when you do these mindset shifts or any mental work, you're starting to realize who you are from the inside out, and you're starting to become the person who does the things you want to do. What this means is that you are becoming full. And when you are full, the only thing to do is to give from that position. Remember, when people feel low and less than, they take. When people feel full and inspired, it is a natural byproduct of being a human. You want to give it away. You want to help other people. You want to inspire other people. You may be to the point in this challenge where you are realizing some very powerful truths about yourself, and you can use that to inspire someone else today who might be struggling. You can use it to help someone who might want to get ahead in their program. You can use it to help a team get more visibility so that they have more access to sponsors or dollars or whatever it is that the team needs to get them to the next level. You now become the one who facilitates the value instead of trying to find value from your program to fill you up. So today, it might be the most powerful day. I want you to reach out to 5 people that you know that are doing something similar to what you're doing, that are racing. They're trying to qualify for Loretta's. They're going down to Mini-O's this November. Whatever it is that you feel someone's doubt, you feel someone's limitation, you are hearing the stories of their limited self because you have now overcome yours. And then try to be a positive influence in that person's life today. 5 people. Write down in the comments how it feels when you finally understand that giving is actually receiving. And it's the most powerful way to lock in your identity as somebody who is very powerful and has an ability to not only change your life, but to change the lives of others around you. We are almost done. Stick with me tomorrow, day 19. We're going to talk about just how to own this new identity in the world, in your life, and really setting yourself up for success, not just in the future, but right now. Hey everybody, welcome back to day 19 of our 21-day mind shift challenge. Thank you so much for being here with me again today. We're getting to the end here. The lack of balance in your life is the one thing that can disrupt this entire operation of becoming or shifting into the state of the person who has or does the thing you are trying to do here. A lot of times in my life, I would let go of relationships. I would let go of my financial responsibilities. I would let go of performing well at my job because I was so fixated on getting a result from my racing program. You would think that that is how you get it done. You put everything into this one thing that you're trying to do. But what I found as I've gotten older is that being out of balance actually creates the situation where you are almost bound to fail at the thing that you want to perform the most at, because it's not just becoming a person who does this one thing so that you can become something. It is becoming a person who does well at all things, including the one thing that you want to do well at. So maintaining a relationship with the person that you love has to be equally as important as achieving the goal for Loretta's next year, or winning your local championship, or getting a faster lap time. As a matter of fact, it is more important because without the support of certain people in your life, it's going to be really hard for you to maintain those goals. Relationships are key. And if we are out of balance in our relationships, then the things that we are trying to do in the world will suffer as a result. This is not an individual sport as much as it appears to be an individual sport. You are holding yourself accountable for your results and your performance, but it's not an individual sport. It takes an entire team. It takes an entire family. It takes an entire community for a human being to perform at the levels that we are looking to perform at. So what I want you to focus on today is any aspect of your life that you may feel you are out of balance. Be honest with yourself, be self-aware, and if there is an area in your life that you feel out of balance, write down 3 things, 3 actions that the best version of you could take or will take to provide the sense of balance in that situation. Even if you have to let go of some of the energy over here and move some of it over here, try by the end of the day to come up with a plan to see if your life is in balance. Can you point to your family and say, I'm in balance here? Can you point to your racing program and say, I'm in balance here? Can you point to your financial situation or to your job or your career and say, I am in balance here? Can you point to your friendships and your community and say, I am in balance here? And if you answer no to any of those questions, it is totally fine, but it will point out some things that you could do to improve your life and the life of others even more. Motocross is the one thing that I am more passionate about than anything in my life. And what I realized, and I realized it the hard way, is that it actually is meaningless if I am not balancing the other relationships and aspects of my life to the same degree that I am managing the sport that I love so much. It is empty without them. It is empty without balance. And the more you allow the person that you are being now to take over every aspect of your life, you will see a performance change 100% in your racing program as well. All right. Welcome back. Day 20 of the 21-day Mind Shift Challenge here on Mahan's Racing channel. Thank you so much. You've made it just about to the end. And today what I want to do is focus on the 3 phases so that you can actually allow all of this to make sense in one compartmentalized idea that you could take with you from today onto the next day and onto the next days of your program and of your life. Remember phase 1. This is uncovering the old story of you. Realizing that your mind is not who you are, but it contains all of the belief systems, limited or otherwise, that you believe to be true about you. Focusing on the fact that you could observe your mind as an object allows you to understand that you are the subject. As the subject, you can change the contents of the object. You have the power to change your mind and shift your mindset completely. That power, once you realize it, is the key to moving on to the next level of this challenge. In phase 2, we talked about how to access your higher mind, allowing space between your mind and the observer, and understanding that in that space exists the full potential of you and what is possible for you. This is where your higher mind speaks to you. This is where you begin to rewrite the script of who you thought you were. This is where you begin to understand that you can rewrite the tapes to the triggers in your experience so that you can respond at an entirely new level than you ever have before. And in phase 3, we talk about not only rewriting the script, but actually taking action in the world so that you can give yourself evidence of this new person that you are looking to become. And once you realize yourself as that person, use those gifts, use your higher mindset to impact someone else's life today. That is how you actually will understand the power of who you are beyond any limited story that you ever used to tell. So for today's exercise, what I would love for you to do is pull out your notes from the previous exercises in the challenge and look at what you wrote down about what your mind used to say about you. Look at the identity that you used to occupy and the decision-making that used to come from that place. And then from this point of view, 20 days into the challenge, what are the differences? What are some of the things that you're noticing in this new sense of yourself, this new mind shift, what are the differences between who you are as you stand now and who you were when you started the challenge? Go into the comments section and write down day 20 revelations. Who is this new you? Let us know in the comments below. And I will see you tomorrow on day 21. Hey everybody, welcome back. Day 21 of the 21-day Mind Shift Challenge. This is it. You have done it. You've made it. You have my utmost respect. You have my utmost appreciation. We can't thank you enough for going on this journey with us. Again, Gina and I have done this with you, and we are just so grateful that we were able to do it together. So that leads me to the last and final lesson of this challenge, and it seems very, very appropriate that this is that lesson. Gratitude. Applying gratitude to yourself, to your experiences, to everything that you've had to go through and overcome to get to the point that you are in right now. It is the glue that holds all of this together. If you can sit in this moment and feel grateful for all of the things that you have had to go through to become who you are, or to at least have the blueprint or the outline to allow yourself to continue becoming this best version of you in your racing or in your life, if you could find gratitude in that space for how far you've come, then you have nailed it. You've absolutely understood what is important and what it takes to move forward. If there's any part of you that resents anything from your past, if there's any part of you that compares who you are now to someone else in a judgmental way, that is going to be a toxic trait that will prevent you from accessing your higher self. But if you can truly show gratitude, it will prove to yourself, you will be proving to yourself that you have the perspective of the higher mind. The higher mind understands everything is connected. The higher mind knows that you wouldn't be who you are today without all of what you went through to get here. And that if you could find gratitude for that, you are well on your way to achieving everything you wrote down for this challenge and anything that you write down in the future. It has been an absolute honor and a privilege to be here to facilitate this challenge with you. I cannot wait to hear all of your stories. Please leave them in the comments. Let us know how you found the challenge, if you liked it, if it worked for you, if you didn't allow it to work for you. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you, and we'll see you on the next video. Have an amazing day and wonderful night. We'll see you then.